Okay, looking at the plants. Yesterday's February 15th. Um, it's been a couple of weeks since I really just totally trashed my unit. I took the old one out. I crashed the new one. I killed a bunch of plants. Uh, but been battling this for a couple of weeks now. I can see I'm gaining some ground. This plant here, I don't know if you can see the droplets on the leaves again. So the nitrates have come up in the last 24 hours. Still got high ammonia and high nitrite, but I don't have any fish in yet. So I'm hoping that after the ammonia and the nitrite get down that it'll be fully cycled, but we'll see. But this plant here is one that it's got droplets on the end of the leaves. It's emerald green, looking real good. So is this one. I don't know if you can see it. That was one of the things in my old bed was when my tomatoes were looking really good. They would have the dew droplets all around the edges, and I guess that's some kind of cooling they do for themselves, or I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a good thing, I think. A couple other plants are looking good, and I've got a couple that are still not looking good. Had an aphid attack, and I bought ladybugs and some predators and some green lacewings. Been implementing the ladybugs in here a little bit at a time. Everything else I went ahead and put in here. Some of these tomato plants are looking real good, and some aren't. I've got one here. This is my original beefsteak. It's yellow one. I don't know. I've seen that. I've got it in this gravel bed here. It looked like the stalk staying real damp, being splashed. So I've got a cover on it right now, trying to see if that makes a difference with it. A bunch of these tomatoes are looking really good. There's some. And then at the top, some of my old tops are not looking as good. So don't know what's going to happen. I've got some new seed trays planted. I've got about, I don't know, 10, 15 varieties in here from a seed company out of California. We're going to try these seeds out and see what they look like. But I should have some lettuce in here. I've got it here. It'll be going in pots, probably net pots, in about a week. I've got a lot of young tomato growth. I hope I keep it all, but right now, more important, I want to make sure I don't lose the plants. I ended up with root rot. When I went to this new bed, I did not have enough aeration in here, and the roots went from a pretty white, feathery look to a brown pudding, and then to just a slime. Best thing to do when that happens is rip all the roots off, all the way up to the net pot. They're going to turn anyway, but the plant will grow new roots, and they'll start at the plant. They won't start on the old roots. So go ahead and rip the old roots completely off. I fought my pH for 2 weeks before I realized what it was, and I seen it, but I just didn't know what it was, and I should have been more on top of it. So. Anyway, aeration's a big thing in these floating rafts, and you can see I've got that one's bubbling, that one's bubbling, and I don't even have anything in these beds, but they're bubbling. So with the flood and drain, you don't have to worry about it because they aerate themselves, but the floating rafts, you got to make sure you have plenty of aeration. Anyway, that's it for this update.